In this video, I'm going to show you how we're going to be using Notepad to create our HTML files in this course. So to find Notepad, you want to go down to your Start menu in your on Windows. You're going to be in your Start menu and look at your All Programs folder. Then in your All Programs folder, you'll have another folder called Accessories. So click on that, in which you should find Notepad. So a single click here will open up Notepad for me, and I'm now looking at an empty notepad.txt file. These are plain text files that we're going to create in Notepad. Same thing that you can do in a program called Text Edit if you're a Mac user, and you'll be able to find that Text Edit program in your Applications folder on a Mac. So look for that, and you'll be doing basically the same thing that we're doing here. What we're going to do here is give it some content, so we'll call it whatever you want to write in here for your first web page. We're going to give it content here, and then the trick is when we save it, we're not just going to hit save. We need to do save as, and save as type. By default, Notepad wants to save this file as a .txt file. Well, we don't want it to be saved this way. We're actually going to click on this and select all files, which will allow us to save this file as a .html. So I'm going to give it a name, and then dot, and then HTML. So the dot is followed by a file extension, and that file extension tells my operating system what program to use to open the file. So if I've got a .html here, then it will be opened by a browser program reading this file as HTML and not just as plain text. Okay, so you're going to want to be doing the same thing with the HTML files that you create in this class. You don't want to create .txt files. You want to make sure that you're creating .html files here. And then I'm just going to save this out to my desktop, and then I'll close this so we can see what happened here. So I have a new file saved on my desktop. When I double click that file, yes, there we go. It's opened up in Firefox in a browser program because of that .html. Browsers want to open up HTML files, and so this I've actually created my first HTML file without really writing any code. And I can see instead of at www, it's not a website out on the internet anywhere yet. It's just on my C drive. It's here saved locally on my computer. So this address field, or URL field up here, not only works for internet addresses that are for web pages that are stored on other web servers, but it also works for web pages, HTML pages, that are served locally on my, saved on my local computer here on my C drive. So we've created our first HTML page in Notepad. This is so cool.